Hello, I hope you can hear me. I got a new mic stand, so I hope that the audio will be a bit more precise. Yeah, because previously I put the mic very far away. Now it's right in my face, so you probably can hear me clearer and better. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna start. So I'm late to the chart. Okay, and honestly, I've been thinking about how do I make sure I do my stream properly. Because I mean, depending on my audience, right? There's a good chance that you are not interested the same way I do. Oop, that's not the one. So, with that in mind, I think the main goal is to go straight to the point, analyze what I need to analyze, and then we will navigate the actual live charts for trading. Okay, so like I said, I haven't done any analysis. I mean, I did see on my phone, not a big deal. So I start off with the monthly chart. So now we are in the middle of the month. So you can see here the time is like what 14 October, technically third week of October now. So before going to the charts, step one, always check your calendar. So let's check it out. Seems like today is a bank holiday, which is great. Just FYI, bank holiday just means the market is closed. Yeah. Okay, that's how I would interpret it. So I would say holiday, hence market is closed. Of course, I can't just. I mean, not very used to seeing a Monday being a bank holiday immediately once I started streaming. Let's just check. If I go into SPY on my chart, okay, it is open. Interesting. What is this? Well, this is a bit awkward. Did I pick the wrong month or something? Today is the 14th, right? Okay. Odd is okay, let's read. Right. So, as you can see, the news here say that it is technically open, operating as usual, right? But then it's a bank holiday. So technically speaking, right, it's still okay to treat today as holiday. Hence, just don't trade. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I think I'll just spend my time analyzing that. Not too bad. Okay, cool. So Monday is a holiday. Okay, holiday, hence better avoid trading. Can I still trade? Yeah, of course, but better avoid lah. Okay, let's go down the list. Tuesday, nothing. See, even though there's red folder, these are all like Canadian, GBP, so I don't really usually care about those. CPI for UK, yes. Why? Because there's a possibility that I can trade the London market. London market timing is about 2 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, so I'll usually put here GBP CPI 2 a.m. Take note that the time I use here is the US timing. Just a habit, because the way I learn it that way. So Singapore and US is about just nice 12 hours apart. With daylight savings, it will change to 13 hours. For now, that's not a big issue at all. Okay, so Thursday is the first big news. Thursday 8:30. Honestly, what type of news? Not important. The fact that there's news, that's the important part. Okay. So anything else? GBP retail sales. Yeah. So technically speaking, feels like a rather light week. Light as in not many news, and it's a short week, technically speaking, because Monday is holiday, right? Okay, can. With that, let's go into the chart. Without further ado, first thing is I always take a look at what's the seasonality. So if you take a look at the chart that I have here, where did I get this chart? I got it from one of the mentor I have, and then I just screenshot the video lah, cause I don't really have access to this chart lah. Okay, personal use only. Okay, so you can see now we are second half or third week of October. It's somewhat sideways / bullish, right? So why interpret bullish? Cause it seems to move higher. Yeah. Again, historical doesn't really mean that it will always happen, but good to know that it's technically consolidate / slightly bullish. Okay. Moving on, it's sideways / bullish. So what does it matter? I mean, so what if you know the seasonality? So if it's sideways or bullish, do I want to short in this situation? Can, if the chart allows you to, but I would rather lean towards bullish because align with the seasonality is always good. Okay, next. I mean, I usually don't write it, but I just write it for everyone to see. So focus on the right side here. Okay, next, context. What is directional bias? So what is this part talking about? Is this week likely to go higher or go lower? That's the question we are answering for this context. Okay, so into the charts. Again, we start off with the monthly chart. So for the monthly, right, the expectation here is, given the fact that price has already respected all this low, or respected means it didn't break below lah. Why is never break below? Price never closed below all this previous month's candle, right? At this point, when this close, you can be bullish. Okay, bullish means what? Means that you would rather go long than go short, but go long until where? Okay, reasonably speaking, going long until this candle's high in the next month is okay. That means here, but another possible target is here, the all-time high. Of course, the all-time high here may be slightly different from what you see in the triple Q chart, so take that in mind. Okay, but honestly speaking, from the monthly chart point of view, right, my expectation is, since price didn't close below all these monthly candles, I expect it to go higher. Go higher until where? Number one is here. That means the August high. And then number two will be the all-time high, which is the July high. Okay, so is there anything to take note of in this particular chart? Yes. The level to take note of is the wick. Okay. Let me draw it out first. Yeah. So what thing about the wick? Usually if there's a wick, I'll draw a fib on it. The level that I'm interested in is the high, which is what I said earlier. Okay. BSL stands for buy side liquidity. Okay. Basically, we are saying that there is a lot of buy stops that sit above this. What is buy stop? If you sell something, you usually put a stop loss, right? Since you short something, your stop loss will be a buy stop. So what we are saying here is that above this high, there should be quite a lot of liquidity where people will buy, be it to cover their short or to open new position as a breakout, whatever, don't care. Yeah, just know that this high, interesting. Okay, on the money chart, there's one more level that's of interest, the middle point of the wick. Okay, why? Not so important, just take note that we use this first, because if you don't know how to trade ICT, all this information is super weird and obscure to you, so no point knowing. Just know that this is one level that I will look at. Okay, That's it for the monthly chart. So I'll write over here on the right side. Still expecting NQ to reach ATH. First level of worry equal M1 chart week CE. Okay, CE is a term that ICT use to call it the consequent. It stands for consequent encroachment, but the idea is it's just the midpoint of a fair value gap / week. You will use CE. So a lot of short forms involved. ATH here is all-time high. Okay. Why did I not analyze anything on the S&P? Right, because there's nothing to analyze to the left. Right, we saw that price actually went beyond all-time high already. There's nothing on the left, totally empty. Right, so if it's going to go up on the monthly chart, it shows that it's going up, right? There's nothing I can analyze from this. So is there any information here that is useful? No, not to me. So just ignore. Okay, moving on. Weekly chart. Weekly chart is very important. Why is it very important? Knowing the weekly chart will help you frame what it's likely to do this week. Okay? So, with that in mind, let's take a look at what's weekly showing now. So, assuming this candle is not here, what we see is that last week, okay, you can see that 7th October week closed above the 30 September week. Okay, so this closed above this. Same thing for ES. 7th October closed above 30th September. It also closed above 23rd September. Okay, so with this phenomenon, which is closing above, basically I'm still saying that, yeah, I'm kind of bullish. Okay, what I mean by this is, if I see that this candle closed above any previous candle, my expectation is that price can go how high? Price can at least go until here. That means if this week open, so we see this week open here around 5854, right? My expectation is, since this closed above this and this, my expectation is price will at least go until 5868.25. That's my personal take. What it does after that, I can't predict. I just have to watch what happens and then we see what happens, right? But for now, at least, the moment based on this candle close, I expect this to go higher. Yeah, will it eventually close the week? Let me WEEK close the week above the previous candle? I can't tell. There's no way to tell right now. Yeah, but as far as I know, the fact that this already traded to the high of last week's candle, it's done what it needs to do. Okay, so whatever happens after this, I need to analyze price action. Okay, so same thing here, right? So this, since price closed above this, my expectation was it will go above until touching this price. But of course, it went further. So if it went further, sure, let it go further. There's nothing to worry about it going further. Okay. With that, let's move on to, so okay, what do I write for weekly? Okay, 7th October week, which is last week, close above prior week, which is the 30 September. This September high, prior week. This man, I am still bullish or expecting higher prices for ES and NQ. Okay, well, if you mean it like this, then under what circumstances will you think that it will come back down? Right? So, example, if let's say price decides to close below 30 September's high, that means the prior week's high is here, right? Let's assume that we are now playing last week. You will see that if the end of the week this candle closed below this high, maybe I will turn my bias. I wouldn't think that oh, price can close even higher. No, I would think that I might need to be careful since price is showing me that it kind of like to go lower. Yeah, I just have that at the back of my mind. Doesn't mean that I immediately go in and short. No, that's not the intention. The idea is that if it closes below, there's a good chance that price want to go lower first. Doesn't mean that it's going to crash. It just means that you want to retrace lower first, hit certain level, and then go higher again. Okay, so but based on what we are seeing on screen right now on the weekly chart, okay, given that 7 October, that candle closed above the 30 September candle, I am bullish. So of course I mean this is like hindsight bias, like what the shit. Of course lah, now you see it on Monday, right? You see that hey, the price already went higher. Of course you're gonna call it higher. I mean if that's what you believe, by all means do that. I don't really care. Yeah. But the gist is the fact that I would think that you want to go higher is based on the fact that it closed above the prior week. Okay, there are circumstances whereby this happened and I'll still think that hey, price might go lower. But for now, not relevant. Okay, moving on to the daily chart. Okay, let's start with. Okay, so looking at daily chart. Let's take a pause here. Okay, let's ignore whatever just happened on Monday here. Right now, I mean the market is currently open. I'm still talking through and looking through my analysis, right? Ignoring this, looking at Thursday, you see that how price actually go above this candle and didn't close above, right? When this happens, the first expectation is I don't expect price to hit this high. Okay, that means this. Let's put it another color. Oh, that's a very bad color to choose. Let me put it to this. Okay. The fact that this candle wick above the 9 October high and then close below it like this, my first expectation is I don't think price will want to go back up immediately to this high. Meaning to say 20508.25, I don't expect price to go back there immediately. By immediately, I mean the next candle, price go away, straight go there. No. The fact that this happened, I will expect that the next candle most likely not going to do it. Right? But does it mean that, then you just short lah? No. It just means that my expectation is price not reaching here. So over here, if let's say price is hanging around this like 2046 area, right? Like this wick area, would I want to go long and target this high? No. Why not? Because of the fact that this candle closed below the prior candle. Yeah. So that is one way to frame what you're going to do for the day. Yeah. So if it's closer to here and I don't expect it to hit, then is it better for me to short? Maybe. So you need to consider more stuff before you can reach that conclusion. Okay. But anyway, let's assume that we are now on Friday. Friday closed already. We are now in a weekend. I mean, yesterday or the day before yesterday, Saturday. We are looking at the chart without this particular new candle, right? Looking at this. Okay. Honestly, looking at this, that means without this candle, just looking at this candle, 10 October candle itself, I actually expect price to want to go all the way lower, or at least intend to go lower until here. It means this particular low. I'm expecting price to go there first. Okay, but you can see that price did go lower, but didn't ever reach here. So technically, this became an inside candle, which makes it what? It makes it harder to trade. Okay, you need to take note. The fact that you end the week with an inside candle, it doesn't tell you it wants to go higher or lower. Thursday did tell me that it doesn't want to go higher, but Friday itself doesn't really tell me shit. Okay, so with this in mind, NQ can't really tell much. But if I hop on to ES, the ES give a clue what it wants to do. Yes, see the difference between this candle and this candle. ES wants to go higher. Right? How do I know ES wants to go higher? The fact that ES closed above the previous candle. Okay, that itself is an intention that it wants to go higher and hit this candle's high. Okay, That would be how I interpret it. So if I want to be objective, if I come to here and I look at NQ only, no way. Like I wouldn't expect price to go higher and hit like this. No, 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 no. Okay, on the daily chart, it doesn't look like this to me. Okay, but if you want to consider higher time frame, weekly, we already say slightly bullish. M1, I mean on the monthly chart, we also think the NQ can reach all-time high. So maybe in the lack of information here, and if you then want to trade only NQ, you don't want to see all other chart, right? The fact that these two higher time frame tells you that price want to go over there means that actually the neutral, I mean how neutral you are here, may be driven by the higher time frame instead, and you can go bullish. I mean this is one way to frame it. Personally, I wouldn't think that way. That means I wouldn't want to put all my emphasis on the M1 and weekly chart and then just say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to go long. Yeah, I will actually drop down into more, lower time frame and then just try to see what's happening. Okay? Yeah, I think I'm taking a bit too long already. Too slow for my liking also. Too many things to explain. Okay? So let's clean up the chart a bit. So let's round up daily chart. ES close above Thursday candle. Equal, likely to go higher. ES, meaning the chart on the right here, ES. Friday close above Thursday candle, equal, likely to go higher. However, NQ was an inside candle. Hence, cannot interpret much in D1. Okay, so in light of all this, am I bullish or bearish? Okay, for ES, I'm actually leaning towards bullish. Okay, but just need to take note, when you're playing with all-time high, you really cannot tell whether it's just going to go straight up or not. Right? It's like you are guessing whether, oh, will price reverse any point in time? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Right? But based on what closed on Friday, yeah, ES looks like you want to go higher because weekly close above, daily close above Thursday, so price can go higher. NQ doesn't really tell me much, right? Except for the fact that higher time frame wants it to go higher. Sure. Okay. So come Monday, if let's say on Monday, if I look at this, do I want to go long on ES or do I want to go long on NQ? Between the two, right, I'll feel that I will be more comfortable going long here. Simply because Friday close above Thursday. That's it. Okay? So that's it. Okay, now for the narrative. So let's say you are now leaning towards bullish, right? How do you navigate the whole week? Okay, so first thing is Monday is holiday. Although market is open, hoping to see consolidation. Okay, but of course I'm late to the chart. Whatever I say now, no fucking impact, right? All hindsight bullshit. The fact that for the matter is Monday is going higher. Yeah, usually on holiday I really hope that price just do sideways, because with sideways there's more things to do in the later part of the week. Okay, so if I think that price is going to go higher, I hope that Monday is sideways. Why? So that price on Tuesday can go below Monday's low to eat everyone's stop loss and then make a better turn for a higher price. Okay, but yeah, so my expectation is Tuesday will soup Monday's low. Okay, then if this happens, then the hope will be Wednesday expand higher, Thursday expand higher, probably cap the weekly range, and then Friday just sideways. I mean, that's typically what I hope to see on a bullish outcome. But if you see, actually the main news is on Thursday, right? So what can happen? Is Thursday may indeed expand higher, okay? But it will expand higher just above Wednesday high, and then on news release timing just reverse lower. It can happen. Okay, so but I wouldn't think that way first. Just stick to one narrative. If how to know whether I'm right in Thursday really going to start a reversal? Just wait for Thursday candle to close, and you will know whether price want to go lower or higher. Yeah. So what I anticipate, given Monday is holiday, expect sideways actually. This would set up okay. Now, what is the counter plan? Given that news is on Thursday itself, price can possibly reverse on that day. Yeah. Hence, profile might become Thursday reversal lower. Might anticipate. So, expect some values for long and cap the range by Friday. Okay. On the daily chart, that's as far as I'll read. Okay, now let's assume that that's all the analysis I'm gonna do. Let's jump straight into today. I know it's better to avoid trading lah, but why not? Okay, so did I check the news just now? Yes, I know that today is a holiday. Yeah, no other news. Okay, so time now is 10 p.m., which is 10 a.m. on the chart. You see it here, 10 a.m. UTC -4, which is Eastern time. Okay, let's take a look. I'll show you what I like to see on the daily setup, and we see what we can do with it. Okay, so first thing first, I will go down to the 4-hour chart. But one thing I always tweak first is what is the midnight open? Midnight open meaning 12 a.m. What is the open price? Okay, I'll usually shift this open to the newest day. Okay, so let's take a look. Is there anything interesting today? So what did we see here already? Okay. So one, I'm really seeing a daily order block. Okay, one of my own preference is this is a daily level that is important to me, right? This is also technically a daily level because why? It is a swing high, right? So between these two, which are more important? Honestly, the fact that prices should pass this high and then go straight to here, I will ignore this because this level is the more relevant one right now. Okay, that means what price does here, I don't really need to care anymore, right? Because it's already passed it, and it passed it and go to the next level. So if it goes to the next level, of course the most recent level is the most important one. So this, yes, it's important to know that price actually trade above this, but that's as far the usefulness goes, right? The fact that this one go past already and then go to the next level of interest, yeah, this become my interest. This is no longer my interest. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll delete the useless one and I'll just take note of the newer one. Okay, then over here on the ES chart, like I said again, all-time high, right? So if this is all-time high, the only useful higher time frame level I can see on the daily chart is okay, previous day high, which is the Friday's high. Okay, so we're dropping to 4 hours. Yeah, let's take a quick look. Okay, we see that price traded above this 586825 at this 6 a.m. candle. Okay, now the question is, I have a level here, 20682. The price trade to it. 20680. You take a look here, the high is there. Right, this high is only 20680. Technically, price haven't touched that level. Okay. Then what do I do now? Well, just wait. Yeah, if price doesn't touch the level, okay, I'll accept that. Then I miss something. That means price can start going lower or whatever. Yeah. I wouldn't want to assume that price actually touched something. Okay. So that's the level I'm watching today. 4 hour already draw already. So 4 hour will be this candle itself. Okay. If I got 4 hour candle, I mean level. Okay. This is a daily high. Right. If on the 4 hour chart, it trades through the daily high, then this 4 hour candle becomes somewhat relevant. Okay, relevant for what? Relevant for my own trading. Yeah. It means I will look at the high of this candle, the middle point of this candle, and the low of this candle, and then use those as potential setup / target. Okay. Likewise here, I know yes, price has actually reached for the next one already, fine. But the fact that it doesn't change the fact that just now, before that, price actually traded to this high. Right? Traded to and through. So it technically makes this candle important already. But like I said, I would prefer if this candle or some later price action will actually touch this high, and then that'll be very nice for me to consider whether to go short or not. Okay. So this candle is important. This candle is important. Let's go down to the hourly chart. Okay. So what we see here is that at 9:30 open, price just goes straight up. Yeah, it means equity market open, prices go higher. In fact, even before equity market open, price already reached to that high that we talk about here. Okay, so need to be careful. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I'm going to draw this high also. Okay, likewise this high. That means the technically 4 hour candle high. Then that's all I'm going to do on the hourly, right? Then go down to 15 minute. What do I see? So 15 minute, I see that price actually traded above the 4 hour high. This is not tagged nicely. Okay, it went above the 4 hour high. Likewise here. So this high is a 4 hour high. Okay, if I drop down to a candle like 5 minutes or 1 minute, because right now 15 minutes to printing, I can't really tell much, right? I can't really see much, right? This 15 minute candle will only close at 10:15:00. So if I go down to 5 minutes, I can actually start seeing what price intends to do. Okay, let me show what I mean. Okay, you see that price traded above this candle, okay, and closed below it. That means it's technically wick above this candle and then trade lower. Okay, with this in mind, where can I expect price to reasonably go first? Okay, honestly, I would expect price to go at least to the low of this particular candle. Okay, so why would I think that way? Yeah, what's so special about this one? The fact that price traded above the 4 hour high and then managed to close within the 4 hours high itself. It means it come back down into this candles range, right? My expectation is that okay, it shows that price respecting this high and then price want to go lower. Okay, like I said, if I look at this candle close, right, what I think? I would think at best lah, at minimum, price will want to go below this. Okay, that means this can be I'm very confident that price will want to go at least to here. But then we want to take a trade from what 20655 to 20652. That's like 3 points or 3 handles. You probably don't want to do that lah. Okay, neither would I lah. Okay. let's see. So at this point, is there any levels that are interesting? I guess so. This is interesting. Okay. And then this is interesting. Okay, so this is what ICT call fair value gap. So to me, those are pretty interesting. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna force myself to trade or what, but it's always good to take a look at what is price doing, even though it's technically closed. Okay, so there's not much happening actually. Of course, one thing that you take note is, hey, how come I have this extra chart at the bottom? This is your Dow Jones. I technically don't really trade it. Yeah, I don't really look at Dow, but I mean, I put it down there because sometimes it affects. I mean, I should pay more attention to it, but yeah, I think my attention span not so wide that I can handle so many things in one go. Okay, so let's take a look what is happening. This is 1.5, right? So plus 1.5 to here. Maybe it comes 2.5. 4. Okay. So you see 10-15 close already. If you are not so confident what price is likely to do, always go out of time frame. Don't ever go down. So like example, I'm not sure, is price going to do something here right now? I'm not going to go down to 1 minute and try to predict it. That means don't go down to lower time frame to predict what price is going to do. Try to go higher time frame and see what is actually happening on the higher time frame. That will be more important and useful. Okay. So I'm actually looking at this fair value gap right now on the 15 minute. So if price starting to show me that, hey, you know what, I'm respecting this fair value gap, then I might be interested to say, oh, you know what, I am going to go long. Yeah, but until that happens, I have nothing to really to work with or do. Okay, take a look. You see how 15-minute went above the 9:45 a.m. candle. Okay, I don't want you to see this as, oh, this is just a 15-minute candle high. No, 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 no. Do you see how my background highlight differently? So each of these highlight represent one 4-hour candle. Okay, the reason why this yellow one is only half of the usual size is because I cut off the color from 12 p.m. onwards. So yes, technically there's a candle that ran from 10 p.m. yesterday in New York terms, okay, 10 p.m. all the way until 2 a.m. their time. Okay, but honestly, I'm only interested in the yellow portion of it, so I highlight it. So this is one 4-hour candle, this is another 4-hour candle. Okay, so even though when price trade above this one and do like this, my interpretation is price is actually trading above a 4-hour candle high. Yeah, this is quite important, right? Because a 4-hour high is going to be acting like a resistance of sort to say a lower time frame. Like 4-hour will be a resistance to 1-hour candle, 15-minute candle, or any candle below that. Okay, so that's why when I draw it out like that, I don't interpret it as, oh, this is just a 15-minute candle high. 15-minute candle, big deal. No, no, no. I see this as a 4-hour candle high. Okay, so right now one interesting thing that is happening, we can see that price draw the low of this 15-minute candle. Okay, whereas if you see here, it didn't do that on ES. See the difference? This candle is trading below this 9:45 a.m. candle. This ES, same timing candle, didn't even trade below this. Okay, with that in mind, I will actually check whether the price even trade in the middle of this candle. As you can see, it did. Okay, so right now there's that slight, very very slight intention for me to want to go long only. Okay, but go long until where, and where would be reasonable? If I'm gonna go long here, honestly, maybe this 682 itself is good enough. This black color line level 20726.5 is also good enough. Hey, but I'm not gonna do it now. No, I'm gonna wait. Wait for what? Wait for at least 5-minute candle to close above this candle's low. So what is this candle's low? Take a look at the top left. This candle's low is 20601.5. Okay, so if I do it like this, I will create a range like this. Okay. Okay. While all this is happening, let's take a look at what's happening on my side here. So obviously I didn't manage to trade at 8:30. I came online and probably closer to 9 plus. Okay, so I'm actually only trading the 10 a.m. candle. Okay, which higher time frame key level has been respected. So far, the only one that we saw was this 4-hour high, where price after trading above immediately closed below here. So right now it looks like it seems to be respected. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So you can take a look here, right? Sorry, I'm skipping around. You see this 5-minute candle from 10:15. It closed already because now time is already 10:20. So the 10:15 5-minute candle already show that it's actually respecting the low. Okay, it hit into a level which is the purple box, and then it respected. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if I go into these 10-15 candle itself, right, and I go look at 1 minute, right, I will see something like, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably see something like this. somewhere. Okay, it will look like this is bearish and this is bullish. So if you're going to 1 minute, over here, between the time frame of 10:15 to 10:20, okay, 10:19, right? I will see some form of this kind of price action. Okay, where red represents a down candle and then blue represents the up close candle, right? I will see this in here. We are looking at it. Okay, that's my expectation. So let's see what's happening in there. Okay, keep this in mind. Let's go down here. Okay, so what did I see here? Did it come close to what I'm expecting? Still okay. If you take a look, this is the down close candle that I have, and this is the up close candle that I expect to see. Why? But this is different. This is side by side. Yes. But my intention is I want to see like I have a down close candle, whereby one of the subsequent candle like here actually closed above it. So this happened. Right? The fact that this candle closed above this kind of imply to me that actually price might be a bit more bullish from here onwards, all the way at the very least until where? Maybe until this high. Yeah, but can I technically trade from maybe this point to maybe here? Maybe, but you take a look, this is only 3 handles, which is damn little. 3 handles here, just think of it like every handle is 10 cents in SPY. So this is like a 30-cent move. Do we want to trade a 30-cent move? Some people will say yes, some people will say no lah. Okay? One thing I like to do, if let's say I identify a candle that I'm interested in, like this one, right? And I see, okay, price seems to close above it, good. What I will do is I'll narrow down this candle, right? And then I'll be observing, one, did price close above this? Yes. Where? Here. Right. This candle close above this candle high. Why pick this candle? Why not any other candle? So many down close candle. Well, because this candle is the one that touch this purple box. So I will always pick the candle that touch some form of level that I'm interested in. So in this case, it's this particular purple box, and this is the down close candle that touches it. So this is the one that I'm observing. Okay. So one, I see that hey, price close above it, good. Okay. If you see on my own template. Example, if let's say I'm trading this, I'm picking a relevant candle. Which one am I picking? I'm picking this one. Okay, so is it up close or down close? Down close. Down close means lower prices lah. Right, so this the black one means lower prices, so down close. What time frame does this exist on? Right now it's existing on 1 minute. But hey, if you look at the 5-minute chart, because it just closed, we saw it here. Do you see this? And this, right? I mean, I don't know, some people call it bullish engulfing or whatever fuck, I don't really care the naming, but to me I call this, based on what I learned from my mentor, change of state of delivery, auto block or whatever you want to call it. But the idea is, yeah, the fact that the candle closed above this one, at least for now I expect price to go higher. Okay, so recap, just now we said, right, if this candle closed above this previous candle, my expectation is at least price to draw this high. That's all. I mean, can it go higher? Sure. But my expectation is the fact that this closed above a previous candle, I expect the next candle to close higher by how much? At least until this candle's high. Okay, that is all the expectation I have, at least. Okay, whether it will go further than that, it's not just looking at the price action here. Nor is it just dependent on what is happening here. It really need to see higher time frame do what. Okay. Okay. With that, I will keep quiet a bit. I'm just gonna take a look. reversal. Good. This is the retrace. Price close above this. Okay, for it to come back down, touching it. This is good. Why is this good? This candle close above this, come back down, touches back into this candle, and then now it's expecting to go higher. Since this is a 5 minute, the next 5 minute level is actually, well, it can be the middle of this, it can be the open of that, but it can actually go all the way up already. Yeah, because there's very little 5 minutes left to oppose it. Right, even if I draw this like this, right, sure, price might be in danger if it touches the middle point of this one or the high of this one, but if you can get through those easily, then we are talking about this level or this level. Yeah, the only thing I find that is hard to do here, not say cannot do, is you need to take a trade with very reasonable stop loss. Right now, if let's say even if I take a price, if it ever come back down to here, this is still a huge stop loss of 26.5 points just to reach 1:2. Is that favorable? It can be. It can be. Yeah, but most of the time, better don't play this kind of odds. actually kind of falling asleep because there's really nothing to do here. One potential small trade you can take is this one, right? I mean, I don't really want to take it because I'm generally leaning towards slightly bullish because of this, right? But if I want to go short, I can. On what basis? On this basis here. Okay, and where will I target this? I guess at best it's here. I mean, it's not a very high probability trade because there's nothing supporting this except for the fact that price has traded into this 5-minute fair value gap, and then this candle is something I'm interested in. This one, this 1036, the fact that price go above it, close within it, close below it, now we tested it, it actually gives it a very nice potential to go lower. Yeah, but under what circumstances will I trade this? If there's nothing I'm looking at on this side, okay, but the fact that I'm looking at this purple lines, right, these 3 purple lines means that I wouldn't want to trade it. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend just taking long and short based on this very recent price action. May not be the best lah. Okay. One thing that is interesting here, this 10:40 AM candle close below, as in not close below, wick below 10:35 low, which is this. You take a look, this 10:39 candle, when it closes, it forms the 5-minute candle low, right? And then the next candle went below it, and then start wanting to move higher. This is very hard to read. Okay. So let's say you bothered to take a shot from here, lower, without expecting too much, right? You see that you can actually gain like what is this amount here? Now until this point is like what, 20 handles? Pretty decent. This is potential target is what, 30.5 handles. Very decent as well. Yeah. So even if you just short here, go for 20 handles, let's assume this, right? Just in case you don't know, futures contract, if you're talking about mini, okay, which is what you're seeing on screen, each point here, that means each 624 to 625 is 1 point, right? We call it one handle. One handle gives you $20 USD. Okay, one handle gives you $20 USD. So a move from here to maybe around here is 20 handles, right? That is $400. $400 USD on one contract. So if let's say your capital is larger, right? And you maybe get yourself what, 2-3 contract, that's 1,000 already, which is a lot. Okay. So another 15-minute candle just closed. Let's delete all this. I'm gonna take the trade anyway, right? So this was the 5-minute one. This was the 1-minute one. Okay, I know it's very confusing for you because you're not me looking at something I draw, so it's perfectly fine. So you know this is a level that was useful. Okay. See this price action, not too bad. Right? Why do I say not too bad? You see how price closed above this candle? Yeah. This move alone, and the next candle opens, trade below, and then go higher. Oh, very nice. Drop below this low is good. So hey, if you've taken that trade, good for you. You hit one target. Right, where could you have taken that trade? Honestly, could have been from here, parking a stop loss there, all the way down to the middle point of here. There will be 30 handles, 30 handles, 600 USD, which is damn good already on the day that technically market is closed. suddenly I make the purple look much bigger? It's because this is a hourly fair value gap. Previously I only had 15 minutes, but just take note that 11 a.m. 10 a.m. can I just close, right? So with that close, something else is created, and then that is something else that I'm interested in. Let's see over here. Right, just now when these candle close, this became a interesting fair value gap. Okay, but of course price tried to reach even lower, right? So let's draw the lower one. So now this become a interesting level that I want to watch. Not this anymore.可以用，你去到那边再开出来再用嘞。这个不是，这个是要开那个里面的那个 plastic，上次不是给你那个小小个的白色的袋。Whoops, forgot to mute that. Okay, you know what? This is getting a bit slow. I'm probably gonna stop the stream. It's going on long enough. 1.5 hours. Nothing spectacular that I will work with. Yeah, maybe I'm not super familiar, but generally speaking, there was nothing that I was particularly impressed with. So with that, I'm gonna close the stream. Good luck.